The Republican convention this week was condensed because of Hurricane Gustav. But even on a shorter time frame, the GOP gave our tape cutters and guys in charge of looking for the funny lots to be happy about, even before Andrea Mitchell bravely faced down thousands of angry balloons. Let's take a look back at some highlights from St. Paul.
It's coming ashore right now, and the winds are howling up the street here.
Gustav may be hitting the Gulf Coast, but it's also raining on the Republicans' parade up in St. Paul, Minnesota.
In light of these events, I will not be going to Minnesota for the Republican National Convention.
We will put aside our political hats and put on our American hats.
The convention's first day has been cut back. Only essential party business will be conducted.
It is my honor to call to order the 39th Quadrennial Republican National Convention.
The president might not want to show up, but that shouldn't prevent festivities from going forward and speeches from being made.
It is day 2 of the Republican convention.
A lot of the buzz is focused on VP choice Sarah Palin. Many questioning now, is she experienced enough?
We are holding a convention that will nominate a Republican woman, Governor Sarah Palin, our next vice president.
Of the 4 candidates, she has the most executive experience.
She has considerably more executive experience.
Somebody with executive experience.
Tremendous executive leadership.
She's a moose hunter.
Because of the hurricane, an act of God, they did not have a whole night devoted to George Bush and Dick Cheney.
Cindy spoke last night. Laura spoke last night. Where was Dick?
The President of the United States, George W. Bush.
The man we need is John McCain.
The presumptive nominee, John McCain. I don't even think we have to say presumptive anymore. He's going to accept it this week, unless something goes terribly awry.
Senator McCain has a record of a maverick.
Is a maverick former, a maverick? The maverick McCain.
He is the maverick.
With Senator McCain's sort of maverick style. And do you need to go to this?
John McCain said, we are all Georgians. The Republicans are in there saying, we are all mavericks.
Ladies and gentlemen, Fred Thompson.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Exotic dancer.
Joe Lieberman will address this crowd in one of the great reversals of American political history.
What, after all, is a Democrat like me doing at a Republican convention like this?
John McCain may be the presumptive nominee, but tonight it's the Sarah Palin party.
Is there any way she could not look good tonight?
Well, only if the media piles on.
The McCain campaign is calling media questions about the vetting of Sarah Palin outrageous.
I thought much of the treatment of her has been sexist.
Many times you're going to have the media try to diminish your record.
The media did something to this family that I've never seen before in my life.
You think they've piled on the media on Palin?
They've gone beyond the pale as it relates to her family situation.
Who's done that? Who's done that?
I would say that Us Weekly.
Well, when she is called a cheerleader of the West, that's sexist.
One note in there, I have to defend the President of the United States. He was a cheerleader once. Here's Governor Romney.
Yeah. If America really wants to change, it's time to look for the sun in the west, because it's about to rise and shine from Arizona and Alaska. I'd like to thank the elite media for doing something that, quite frankly, I wasn't sure could be done. And that's unifying the Republican Party and all of America in support of Senator McCain.
We the people, the citizens of the United States, get to decide our next president. Not the left-wing media, not Hollywood celebrities, not anyone else, but the people of America.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Governor of Alaska and the next Vice President of the United States, Sarah Palin.
I was mayor of my hometown. And since our opponents in this presidential election seem to look down on that experience, let me explain to them what the job involves. I guess a small-town mayor is sort of like a community organizer, except that you have actual responsibilities.
That eternal question tonight for Senator McCain, Chris, what do you do for an encore?
future president in waiting, John McCain. Thank you. Mwah, mwah.
Why wouldn't the American people say, look, they had their shot, we're going to change?
Because John McCain is very much his own man.
A loyal and loving and true husband and a magnificent father. This is a good man, a worthy man, I know. I have loved him with all my heart for almost 30 years, and I humbly recommend him to you tonight for nominee for the next President of the United States.
Stand up for each other, for beautiful, blessed, bountiful America. Stand up, stand up, stand up and fight. Nothing is inevitable here. We're Americans, and we never give up. We never quit. We never hide from history. We make history.
Let's go elsewhere on the convention floor. Andrea Mitchell reporting for us now. Andrea.
I am somewhere on the floor of this convention, surrounded by balloons.
Brian and I feel very, very privileged to have reserved seats for Andrea Boom Boom Mitchell and the dance of the Republican balloon.
A bunch of balloon-wielding thugs down there. Free Andrea Mitchell.
That's countdown for this, the 1,955th day since the declaration of mission accomplished in Iraq.